All right. Collab project of the year. We got Drive By with Run These Streets, Gangsta Boo and LaChat with Witch, Lil White and Frasier Boy with Bar, Murs and Mayday, Murs Day, and Murs and Curtis King with Shut Your Trap.
So are these collab albums? Yeah, not just songs?
These are collab albums.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Once again, we have that redundancy. The only problem I really have with this is the fact that Murs Day was definitely a bigger deal than the Shut Your Trap, which is a mixtape. You know, Murs and Curtis King's, that was a mixtape, whereas Murs Day, that was an album.
I did see someone commenting under the Faygoluvers video that they thought it was whack that there were no Rhymesayers artists on the list. On any category, you can't find any Rhymesayers artists. And, for example, there's Atmosphere with Southsiders, and there was also Hail Mary Mallon with Bestiary, which was an amazing fucking record. Anyways, what else we got?
Supergroup of the year. We got Army of the Pharaohs, Heavy Lies the Crown, Army of Pharaohs, In Death Reborn, Dark Lotus, The Mud, Water, Air and Blood, that Killjoy Club, Killjoy Club, Reindeer Games, and Nodis, Fuck Everybody. Now, honestly, can you really put Nodis in supergroup? Because they're pretty much they're not. That's not a supergroup. There's no getting around it. You know, it's a group.
Yeah.
They're known as pioneers of this wicked shit. You know, before the supergroups. Army of the Pharaohs, it was fresh. You know, there's a lot going on, but you know, once again, it comes back to that redundancy with seeing two albums. You know, you don't necessarily have to have that 5-album format.
I don't see anything wrong with a couple of categories only having 4 nominations, because this is a nomination for supergroup. There's only one Army of the Pharaohs. They put 2 albums out in 2014. They're a fucking contender. They don't need to be entered twice. It beat out. It's, you know, they're gonna beat themselves. Possibly, if they can beat Lotus, it really doesn't even matter. They could, you know, you could put fucking, I don't know, whatever.
All right, here's another thing to think about. 3 of the 5 nominees from Super are listed in Album of the Year, and one of them is Army of Pharaohs, In Death Reborn. So they've basically already decided that In Death Reborn beats the other album.
Ouch.
So what's the point in the redundancy? It's pretty fresh to see Faygoluvers do this. You know, there's a couple things that they need to work on, but, I mean, come on. Every new project has its
I don't know, but
flaws.
If you're going to call Nodis a supergroup, why don't you just call Twisted a supergroup? You know what I mean? Why don't you call, like, Cess Crew a supergroup?
You know, that's basically it.
I
We
know
can talk about
that.
mixtape of the year.
No, that's the last one. Mixed it. This is the one.
I think we missed Hip Hop Album of the Year.
There wasn't really anything to talk about, honestly, there. They could have done, like, an Underdog Album of the Year.
They can't even think of 5 original supergroups.
I think we would be good with just 2 supergroups.
It makes sense to me that they would want to, like, limit the number of nominees, but it doesn't make sense to make up extra nominees to fill that quota just so that you can vote between 5 choices. It seems perfectly legitimate for some categories to have less choices because of the category and what's available, what's out there. So some people were overlooked and some people were probably given a little bit of fucking special pleading. But yeah, in the last category, you got what? Mixtapes? Just like Taylor Swift when she won her music award and beat Beyonce, I'm going to pull a Kanye West. Faygoluvers, I'm going to let you finish. But CarnivalSpirits had the best mixtape of all time in 2014 with Ninjas in Action, Volume 1.
They're going to hate us.
Real talk.